make
Not how I
it
want
do
it.
what I want it to do.
Oh, I see. That'll work.
No, it always does. It always does. Hi, and welcome to Australian Gamers Friday Night Podcast. I'm Yug.
I'm Matt.
And tonight we're going to be talking about our brand new shiny Xbox 360.
We're also going to be mentioning the Game Developers Conference in California.
Yeah, we'll also talk a bit about the Australian PlayStation 3, some news to do with it.
Some specials that are happening for the Xbox 360.
And Matt's going to talk or ramble on about goddamn portable stuff. Which I don't care about that much, for the record.
I want to say some stuff about that, but I think we might get it out of the way because I'm the only person in the world who cares, which is just that I've been thinking lately. For a start, there's been a few really interesting games coming out, particularly on the PSP.
Yeah.
With some RPGs finally hitting the.
Are there any RPGs
PSP
available on it right now?
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Okay. Well.
Breath of Fire 3 and Key of Heaven, both of which look like they're actually pretty good console RPGs. So I find that happy.
Yeah.
I like that. That makes me happy. And we also got word of one today called, what was it called? Popolaqua.
Really?
I think I worked out it would be pronounced Popolaqua. I don't know, but that looks really good. That's a Sony RPG, and actually looks the graphics and stuff.
Do
they look really
do
good.
they fit on the one disc as well, just like normal, or do they come on multiple discs?
I think they'd have to fit on one. I can't imagine getting multiple disc PSP games for a while.
They did that with PlayStation games, and
yeah, I know.
I'm not sure if they did it with PlayStation 2 games.
But did it ever happen with Nintendo? Nintendo 64 games? Did you ever see it?
No, but that's cartridge based.
But that's kind of my point, is that they're going to make the games long enough to fit on the thing. They're not going to make two of the...
Don't care.
Because the manufacturing costs of them are higher than a disc.
No, I'm over it. I'm sorry, just nothing really matters to me right now except my shiny Xbox 360.
Yeah, I know, which is why I want a chance to say something. The other thing that is kind of relevant there is the...
Shiny.
We actually finally have some info on the Xbox, the Microsoft Portable that we heard about. Do
you have some info on it? Because, I
just saw
you make a post on Australian Gamer about,
naturally, you didn't read it.
Still go. Not really. I just sort of skimmed through. It's like, Matt posted something. Yeah, well, no one reads what Matt posts. Matt posts stuff that's like interesting and real figures and like all this. I post links to stupid videos and silly photos of myself and
and people ignore my post and everyone goes, yeah, look at that video. What a great video.
That's cool. And that was a great video, that last one. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. What do you want to say? What were you saying?
Microsoft, it does indeed look like they're bringing out a console, a handheld.
Yep.
I wonder if
it's not is it Origami?
No, the Origami is an unrelated product.
Right. Okay. It's something completely different.
It's something completely different. It'll probably have a hard drive.
Well, why not? I actually think of all the consoles, Nintendo tried to do the connectivity thing between the Game Boy and the GameCube, and the PlayStation's tried to promote connectivity, although not very well.
No, not really.
The PlayStation 2 and the PSP.
There's really not a lot that connects in any way.
The Xbox 360 connects better to a PSP.
That is true. That is
2.
actually true.
But I actually think, I've gone through the whole setup, and I'll talk about it soon with my Xbox 360. It connects beautifully to my PC, and there's a lot of real-world practical applications that are like, this is actually really cool.
Yeah, no, fair enough. He's on MSN now.
Hold on. No, I really have to say hello to this person. They're hardly ever on.
Hello. Oh my god, I can't believe you're doing this.
Dude, this is a gaming podcast. Really, if I talk on MSN, that's not exactly an admission of geekiness.
No, I know that, but it's also an admission of unprofessionalism.
Oh, come on. We've been... Our hook, our sell is that we're an unprofessional gaming site.
That's actually true, and we have done the podcast at least once, quite drunk.
Which reminds me.
Oh, no.
Next week?
Oh, no.
Next week is my birthday. I turn 25 next weekend. My birthday is on the 1st of April.
I do recall some bad things were going to occur on that.
Yes, indeed.
Is that plans to in place?
I think it's just going to be a week or two just worth of drinking, pretty much, and just being stupid and general stuff like that.
So just a normal week.
Well,
no change from the average.
But I don't plan on sobering up for the podcast. Not at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I should join you at your level.
Oh.
And we can just have a whole podcast of slurring.
But how will we record it?
Yeah, we'll get someone in to press the record button.
Anyway, look, I want to talk a bit about the Xbox 360
I'm sure you
because
do.
that's the exciting thing. Right now, I picked up mine a couple of hours before. What are you doing?
I'm just going to reply to it.
No, don't.
No, it's cool.
Don't get off my...
I know who it is.
Yeah, I know you know
and
who
I
it
just
is.
wanted to say
That's
hello.
exactly why I... No, see? No.
Oh, fine. You're no fun.
I picked up my Xbox 360 about 12 hours before it was actually released, which of course doesn't matter now at all, but it was kind of cool at the time, jumping on the forums and going, hey, how's it going? Oh, you're all waiting for yours. Yeah, I've got mine.
Yeah.
But in the same respect, I had to take it to work with me, and it sat there on my desk just staring at me for a good 4 or 5 hours, where I'm like, oh. Anyway, got it home. Matt came around to help me unpack it and set it up and everything. Really easy to set up. God damn, the power thing is huge. I knew it was huge, but bloody hell, that's huge. And not that it's a bad thing. It's stuffed under a desk or behind a TV, so it doesn't really matter. I could probably talk all about this, but I've already done an article on it on Australian Gamer anyway, so go read it there. But the couple of interesting things. First of all, it's really easy. Some things I didn't talk about. It's really easy to take the faceplate off and change it. That's actually a piece of cake. Connecting your computer to the Xbox 360 is really easy as well. You just download a piece of software for your Windows PC, and then you can access all the movies and trailers and stuff like that. I haven't figured out. I want to know if you can stream DVDs from your or movies or stuff like that from your computer.
We're not sure exactly what you can and can't do, but we'll find out.
Yeah. And I've actually ended up setting up my 360 upstairs in my room, plugged into my LCD monitor, just because it's amazingly crisp and clear. But for anyone who's got a normal TV, a lot of reports came out saying, Xbox 360 games, unless you've got a plasma, if you're running them on a normal TV, they just look like really good Xbox games. No, they don't. They look like Xbox 360 games. They do. I mean, it does come across that they are next-gen games. It's just that there's a leap from Xbox games to Xbox 360 games on a TV. Then there's another leap from Xbox 360 games on a TV to Xbox 360 games on a plasma screen.
Or a high-definition screen for those who actually aren't technological idiots.
Okay, well, there's that leap. Anyway, so that is pretty cool. And yeah, if you don't have Xbox Live or you're not interested in getting it, don't get a 360.
It's all about the life.
You're reminded every 30 seconds when you play something, the stats of this game are all tracked on Live if you happen to have an account, which you don't. So click here to set up a non-Live account, or click here to choose your non-Live account. Whereas if you've got Live, everything's just automatic.
And it goes away and leaves you alone.
away and leaves you alone. It says, good, you gave us $100 annually. Thank you. It's $100.
I thought there was a sort of free account.
No, there's no free account that comes out of the box.
Okay.
I already had an Xbox Live account.
Yeah, of course.
So when I plugged that in, they automatically upgraded to the Gold service. And basically, I think I've got 5 months left on it. So
right, so you do continue with your existing. You don't have to buy a new account.
Well, if you don't,
obviously, if you bought a new one and didn't have an existing account, you would have to buy an account.
No,
but if you have an account,
okay, yeah,
it just uses that.
But what I was saying is that there is no 2-month free trial or anything that comes out of the box, which I found a bit weird. I think they did that in the States, but they didn't do that here. So.
Well, in fact, in the Platinum Pack, I believe they included a year.
Not here.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
in the
States,
US, they did. So that's very cheap of Microsoft to
they
make
actually
12 years later and less stuff.
They did a thing over in the States. I think it was this week or this weekend or something as well, where everyone who has Xbox Live was automatically upgraded to the Gold service for 3 days or something like that, which I think may have between everyone being upgraded to the Gold service and the 360 being launched in Australia, that could have contributed to the fact that there was actually quite a bit of Xbox Live downtime
Right.
yesterday and today. So
Mm.
yeah, but it should be good now. I mean, there's going to be a lot of Australian, gamers out there. And for anyone who has one, add me. I want more Australian people to play against, so there's less latency.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is this the correct word?
I know. I thought that was funny.
But what about the lag?
But yeah. Anyway, my live tag is Yug AG. That's Australian Gamer for short.
Yeah.
Yug
Yugag.
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 Yug was taken. I want to know who's got Yug.
Wow.
I really wanted Yug. It's
Yeah.
usually really easy to get Yug. No one.
Yeah, like
uses Yug.
yug@hotmail.com,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Oh, actually, I don't have that.
Really?
Yeah.
So don't send email out. Or if you do, abuse them.
I was reading a forum the other day, and it was really cool that they made a post. Have you seen Australian Gamer? Yeah, isn't this site cool? Blah 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 blah. And then at the end, they're like, "Yeah, listen to the podcast with Matt and Yug." What's the deal with his name anyway? What's Yug about? It's like it's guy backwards, people. Just in case you didn't realize.
You did see someone replied to that.
Did they?
Yeah, there was a reply, isn't it? Isn't it just guy backwards?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's
Yes,
Guy
it is.
backwards. My real name is Guy.
Yeah.
Dun-dun.
Guy
I-
smile.
And I don't exactly hide away from taking photos either, Guru. For
Yeah,
what it's worth.
I don't know why that comment was made.
I'm-
It's not like you're a little hobbit who never is seen on the.
I'm serious. If you do a search on Google for my real name, there's some scary stuff, and some bad photos.
Is there? What's there?
Everything on my actual personal website.
Yeah, true, but that's not that bad.
Well, okay. There's a lot of photos of like me
With
completely
various.
sweaty and falling off
Yeah,
things.
that's gross. He gets
with my
so sweaty.
Eyes like glazed donuts sort of thing, I do get sweaty. I sweat so much. I sweat like a heroin addict trying to quit.
I was talking to someone the other day that knew someone who's getting surgery to fix their sweatiness. And the surgery stops you being sweaty,
Yeah.
but at the probable chance of never being able to gain an erection again. I think you should have that. Because I think either of those is good. Really.
Oh, really? For who?
You.
For me?
And womankind in general. Because you're less gross
Oh, listen.
and less of a threat.
But which is important now you're going to be living next door.
Yeah, I don't think we've mentioned that on the site.
Matt's following me.
I am so not.
I leave him. I left. I left
Please
him
don't
on there.
say it like that.
And now
I left him.
I did. I left him there. I'm like, thank God I'm rid of him. And I moved into my funky little place, and now he's followed me. He's moving in 3 doors down.
Yeah, that's true. I'm moving into the same block of units because Yug knew someone in here, and they needed someone to live, and I needed somewhere to live, and it's a short walk from my work, and that's all cool.
It actually took
and Yug's taking it like it's some sort of personal.
Well, it took me a couple of days to actually think, I know this is perfect because Matt needs somewhere to live, and this is right near his work, and they need someone to move in, but I just don't know.
Yeah, and she was saying, it'll be good because you'll be near Yug, and I'm like,
No. We're
I
going to
don't
sort of
know.
ignore each other
Yeah.
in the hallway.
Maybe a nod.
A nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Hmm.
So yeah, look, I don't have much else to say on the 360. It's good. Is it worth? The cheapest pack is $500, which is kind of silly to get. You really do. You should get the hard drive.
Yeah. What do you do without the hard drive? Like
you get a memory card.
You actually get one
you
in
need
there?
to buy you need to
Oh, you
buy
need to
another
buy
memory
one.
card anyway. So you may as well buy the premium pack with the
people
hard
buy
drive.
the premium pack. Stop being cheap bastards.
It's a wireless controller instead of a normal controller.
Oh, okay.
I think there's something else that you get. I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. It's mainly the hard drive. which
Yeah,
makes
mainly the
sense,
hard
and the
drive.
wireless controller.
Wireless controller.
and you get a remote as well with the premium pack.
Oh, do you? Have you seen the Logitech one?
No.
There's a really fancy Logitech one that's got like an LCD screen on it, and
Yeah?
you press up here, play DVDs, and it's
That's
really
pretty cool.
actually pretty cool. It's pretty nice.
That is pretty cool. Just quickly, first impression of some of the games I played. I actually bought Project Gotham Racing 3. Ghost Recon and Perfect Dark Zero, and I also had 2 demos of Cameo and Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Yeah?
Yeah, Perfect Dark Zero, everyone is bagging it out, but I actually think it looks pretty cool.
I thought it was quite fun. I had trouble seeing.
You did have trouble seeing, but it's a lot easier on the on the monitor. And just the bit right in the first level where you suddenly come outdoors and there's a big space shuttle there, and it's like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Although there doesn't seem to be much mission behind it, but anyway, or story behind it. Ghost Recon is absolutely amazing. Phenomenal, looks incredible, and it's really fun to play. I was worried it'd be too technical for me, but
one thing that we said, I would actually like to see a bit of Ghost Recon sometime soon. But one thing that we've said before about Ghost Recon is it's one of the few games that actually really does look next generation.
Yeah.
Like it really looks like a big jump.
Yep.
Not just pretty graphics, but there's something about it that seems like it's a whole step beyond.
It really is. And Project Gotham Racing, which I only just actually got tonight.
But we played a bit the other day.
Yeah, we played a bit the other day. It's really good. I don't know if that's actually going to come up. It probably won't. I hate it. There's little noises that happen on my computer, right? Like, new email or this happened in a previous podcast as well. A little noise came up. We're like, what the hell is that? But I don't think it gets recorded.
No, it doesn't, because it would have come into our headphones, but it wouldn't have gone into the mic.
So that really made no sense. I should have just ignored that and not said anything then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing, Project Gotham Racing 3, which I bought tonight from JB Hi-Fi for $75.
Yeah, there's some really good specials on for the Xbox 360.
And when I say tonight, I don't mean Friday night. I mean it's Thursday night right now. So sucked in, you all actually lost out.
Yeah. There's really good specials all over the place. Games are really cheap.
Yep.
Yesterday only.
Yesterday only.
Enjoy. Rush down there.
Yeah,
break the speed of time.
Shame about that. Just jump in your DeLorean and you'll be right.
Damn, my flux capacitor's broken.
But yeah, I thought this was really interesting because it wasn't really heavily promoted. There was just I saw an ad from Big W saying all Xbox 360 games Thursday only, $75.
I have immediately thought 2 things about that. One, why? It's not like they're old. And there's no money made on the actual. Because my first thought was, they must be trying to get people in, so they buy the console there. But there's no money made on the console anyway.
All the money are made on the games.
So why discount the only thing you're making money on?
And the other thing is, it's not like Big W is especially renowned for their games.
No.
Sort of thing. Like they are. Like they've got a good game.
They're a department store.
They're a department store. It's like, okay, cool. Fair enough. But if it's to entice people to come in and buy the games, my only thought is maybe it's because they want people to buy the games and then come back to Big W to buy more games.
Maybe. But they should know people don't do that.
Well, my only other thought is that they're sticking it to the other businesses and stuff who have to price match.
Maybe.
Now, and that's the other interesting thing, and this is something I really want to talk about. JB Hi-Fi immediately went, oh, okay, well, we're lowering all our 360 prices as well. Target and Kmart didn't, which is fine. You do that. EB, which claim that if you bring in any material that actually says this place is, selling this game for this much, we will match that price.
Yeah.
They said no.
Yeah.
And they said no to me. I didn't have the thing with me. I just walked in there. I picked up Project Gotham, walked to the counter, and said, "How much is this?" And the guy's like, "Oh, that's $99." I'm like, "But it's $75 at Big W today." And they're like, "No, we've already had a couple of people come in and talk about that, and we called them up, and apparently they're all out of stock. It was the one over at blah." And sort of just, I was like, "Oh, okay." I thought, okay, well maybe it was something weird, but. I've read on the forums a lot of people were saying that apparently EB have a lot of fine print in that.
Right.
For example, unless you can prove that game is in stock.
No, that's true. They've always said that any game in stock, it has to be one that's in stock. Otherwise,
some people have said that the EB stores have said only if it's a game in the same shopping centre.
Interesting.
And some EBs have said if it's a one-day only promotion, that doesn't count. If it's a special, then it doesn't count. It makes sense, but it's still really annoying. It's like it cheapens their whole It's like, yeah, we'll price match any game. Oh, except today, because that's really cheap. We can't really do that. That's not really fair.
Yeah, whatever.
But it doesn't matter. I ended up going to Big W and JB and check it out. I looked at both because I was looking for Oblivion, but they didn't have it. So but yeah, okay, that's enough about me talking. I feel like I'm rambling now, and you look tired.
I'm actually yawning. That was that enthralling.
Oh, that's fine. I yawn at you all the time, so.
So yeah, go yesterday and buy games because they're cheap.
Yeah. You know what I should do? I should buy as many of those games as possible, and then sell them to people for like $90.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Why not?
Well, because it's dumb. The other thing that I thought was particularly interesting about that whole promo thingy, the cheap thingy, is that a lot of people were saying they were going to be 150, and 75 is a lot less than 150.
Yeah, actually, good point.
It's exactly
was
half
all freaked out about
what
that
everyone
stuff,
was saying they were going to be. Now, some games have been 120. There are a few that are around that 119 particularly.
Well, I actually feel a little bit gypped because I did buy Ghost Recon for 120 at Harvey Norman on the day, on the 22nd, yesterday. 2 days ago. Well, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, because I didn't have cash, I just put it on my credit card. And
so it's free anyway, really.
So. Yeah, that's right, it's free. It doesn't count, so. But, yeah, that's all I got to say about 360. I'll no doubt be talking more about it and look forward to playing more live. Just quickly, for anyone who doesn't plan on going on Xbox Live, it's not worth it, don't buy it. Is pretty much it. If you're not going to have Xbox Live, don't buy it. It's not worth it.
You done?
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to talk about the Game Developers Conference?
Yeah, Game Developers Conference in San Jose.
Talk away.
This is cool. They've actually started talking about some PS3 stuff, which, to be honest, I didn't think that Sony would have that much to say before some of the Japanese.
Well, they're getting pretty late on to a thing now. It's officially going to be released in November. In Australia, too. November in Australia. Yeah,
they had an announcement recently that it was launching in Australia before the end of the year, and pretty much simultaneously announcement that it would be launched everywhere.
Which I should add,
at the same time.
I put that up on the site, I think today. I actually said, it's officially being released in Australia in November as well. But Spec 3 Balloon actually mentioned that in the user comments like a week ago, and I sort of just ignored it. I was like, yeah, really? Are you sure? I think I read the article, but I couldn't see any definite Australia launch things. But so yeah, sorry about that, man.
Yeah, thanks for the little scoop.
Yeah, thanks for the scoop, which we entirely missed.
Yes, so apparently it's coming out before the end of the year. Yeah, it's definite.
Well,
it's confirmed. Yeah, it's genuine. But
Christmas.
Whatever, it was definitely coming out at the start of the year before.
No, it wasn't.
So, whatever. Anyway,
you've got to buy the PlayStation 3, by the way.
I got to buy an Xbox 360 as well, I think.
Just buy the PS3. I'm sick of buying consoles.
Dude, I don't even have a GameCube at the moment.
I don't care. You have me next door. Borrow mine.
So, yeah, Game Developers Conference. Some interesting things. Some interesting announcements, particularly from Sony. Sony have announced that they're
God of War 2.
Yeah, God of War 2 they've announced as a definite, which everyone knew was coming out, but they've actually finally gone.
I didn't know that was coming out. I mean, it should come out.
I mean, it was a
first
successful
game was
title.
A great game. Might add, I also saw at JB, God of War 2 is now in the bargain bin. You can pick it up.
God of War 1.
Sorry, God of War 1. You can pick it up for $40 with another PlayStation game like Tekken 5, for example, which is pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm often surprised by how good some of the bargain basement sort of games are. You look in the little bins and go, wow.
Waiting for Ico to appear in there, actually.
So I'm waiting for Ico to be a platinum type title, but then again,
it's $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Dude, can you stop doing that?
Okay, fine.
He's bought some DVDs and he's like unwrapping them like a little excited kid before Christmas.
Well, I can't even unwrap them. It's worse than the packaging on the. No, nothing's worse.
No, I was trying to get out the PlayStation 3, 360.
PlayStation 3.
We've
got
know.
PlayStation 3 stuff. Sweet.
Yeah, we have. No, I was trying to get open the 360 controller, and I actually had to get some form of farm implement to get the damn thing open. It was not cool.
Which particular farm implement?
A cow.
A cow.
I got a cow. and I was just jabbing it in.
You shouldn't waste those cows, man, because they're like, ever since the cyclone up north, I mean, milk and bananas and produce and stuff like that, it's going to be hard to come by. Bananas have gone up. Now they're twice as expensive, so you're going to have to just go back to regular dildos.
I was thinking cucumbers are mostly farmed down south, and watermelons also. Did you say dildo in our
I think
podcast?
I did.
Do you have to bleep that or not?
No.
So dildo is acceptable.
Yes, don't. Please don't.
What?
Because
No,
swear.
I'm not going to say a dirty word. I'm not.
Good.
I'm not. I'm just going to say dildo a lot. 'Cause frankly, it's funny. Do you remember? Did I ever tell you about the time in World of Warcraft where I kept saying vagina?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You thought it was.
I thought it was getting bleeped out.
But it wasn't.
No.
Yeah, good work.
That's funny. That was funny. Anyway.
Yeah, anything else to do with the GDC? I sort of think about Unreal, the Unreal Engine, and they showed it off, and MotoGP 3, I think, or
MotoGP 06 is its official name.
Okay. Of course, not 3. No.
Which makes it, I think, 4 or something. There's also some nice other stuff. You know what I learned today that really interested me?
What?
You know the game Black?
Yes.
Just came out. Is it out now?
Yeah, it's out now on the PS2 and Xbox.
On the Xbox. Guess what engine that's based on?
What?
Guess.
The Unreal Engine. The Serious Sam engine.
Burnout.
What?
It's built on the Burnout engine.
Dead set.
Apparently, I was reading that today.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm kind of interested in, for a start, whether you can get after-touch takedowns. Because that'd be cool.
So you basically shoot someone and then you go up and you smash them against a wall, sort of
Yeah,
thing?
like while their body's flying through the air, you should be able to just go over and
shunt them, sort of thing.
jab them with your gun.
Yeah.
Like, because what the hell else are melee attacks for, really? You might as well just use them.
Why not?
Yeah, so... and did you realise how much of that game things are actually destructible? I want to play it now. I'm really keen.
Play it.
Whatever. Another announcement from Sony is that the controller will be redesigned to be not crap, which is interesting.
You know, I mean, everyone says the controller looks crap. Is it? I
Yes.
don't know. I haven't held it. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It looks retarded.
So does the GameCube controller.
Yeah, the new one?
No,
the
old one.
The original, actual GameCube controller.
Yes.
Yes, and in many ways it is retarded.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. As in, like, a controller can look... The Xbox controller, the original Xbox controller, when I first saw that, I thought, that looks really comfortable. I got it, and it's like, this is really goddamn huge.
Yeah. It was like an arcade stick.
Yeah.
You just put it on the ground in front of you.
It's just... I'm actually not one of these people that's like, oh my god, that PlayStation 3 controller looks and must be horrible. I'm like, well, you know, I mean, I'm sure they must have actually built it and molded it and tried it and tested it, and they've probably gone, wow, this is really comfortable. And I would imagine the only reason they're redesigning it is because of such a bad public backlash.
Yeah.
Which there has been.
I just always thought it looked like a double-ended dildo.
Which is not a bad thing.
No, it's
really.
not. I just need to find 2 gamer geeks, girls.
I was about to clarify they're girls.
Yeah, and get a bit of Tekken happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the Rumble.
Right.
Yeah, because...
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Is that way, as far as your fantasies go? They involve 2 girls.
Oh, they go a lot further than
PlayStation
that.
3 controller and Tekken.
And Tekken. And nothing...
You're a man of simple pleasures, aren't you?
I am. Simple and brief.
It should. Just another quick thing to mention is a PlayStation 3 demo they are going to be showing off at E3, or playable demo. Is it Warhawks?
Warhawks? Yeah, I think that was it. Warlords, Warhawks.
Warlords, Warhawks, which is the
Warhawks.
the
I think
massive
that was it.
flying
Warhawk singular.
Yeah, which looks really cool.
So there is actually a movement now from we're going to play you a video and pretend it's a game to we're actually going to make some games,
They
which is
have
nice.
to. I mean, in 6 months they have to release the goddamn thing, and I don't think.
When's E3, May?
E3's in May, beginning of May.
Yeah,
I don't think they can 100% guarantee this time that everyone's just going to get one because they will. It's like the 360.
Oh, I don't know, dude.
The 360 is going to have a massive lead-in time.
Japan, dude. Sony is so strong in Japan that they're pretty much uncontested in Japan. If they keep that market alone, it's enough to at very least be a strong contender.
I think I'm going to be very interested to see Sony's online capabilities and how they actually.
I do agree in terms of the Western market, though, particularly in America. The 360, the Xbox has been well received. The 360 has been very well received.
Yep.
They have a huge base. They have a lot of advantages.
They have a great community. They have a great actual community of people, of gamers who are interested in.
Because they built partially from a live, from a live sort of platform. They've strengthened that even more with the 360, and it's definitely going to be hard for.
I don't think it'll be hard. I'm really interested to see. I don't think anyone can say, PlayStation 3 is definitely going to trounce, or completely obliterate the 360, or 360 is going to win, the revolution's going to be amazing. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Well, that was what I said in my in a post I made on the site recently. Is that previously the length of the delay between the 360 and the Xbox, between the 360 and the PS3 means that people no longer are going to be deciding which one of the two. Whether they buy one or the other. People are going to get a 360 and then decide later if they want a PS3.
Or a Revolution.
I don't think the Revolution will come in the same category as the PS3.
I think it was at the GDC actually that some Nintendo guy actually said, tried to stress, we're not trying to compete with the PlayStation 3. The Revolution is not trying to compete with the PlayStation 3, which is interesting because it is. But
of course they always say that
competing. But it's it's Nintendo's little we're innovative. Look at our innovation and how innovative we are.
Yes. Nintendo basically have said they're not competing, which is the best way to be when you're not going to win if you do compete. I mean, I love Nintendo. I think they're great, and I want to have sex with them and make love to them, which is different things.
Okay.
By the way.
Okay. We've actually got to wrap up, man.
Why?
Because it's over 30 minutes, and
God, you're a sook.
Well, we've got to compete now, man. We've got other podcasts. The Penny Arcade.
Penny Arcade are doing a podcast now.
Yeah, that's right. And ours is going to be obsolete soon.
We could record the process of us coming up with our comics, which would basically involve me thinking of something and then writing you an email. That would be an interesting radio experience.
And if I think it's not funny, then I'll say, no, it's not funny, dude. Change it.
In an email.
In an email. Oh, it's all in email.
Yeah. So
But hey,
this is what you'd hear.
But okay, stop it. But that might change if you're living next door.
Yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately. I might actually see you more often.
I mean, darn. See, look, I didn't even swear.
Good.
So you don't have to beep it.
Good.
And I definitely didn't say, no, I'm not.
Because the beeping doesn't even sound nice anymore. It's just not funny.
No, I don't like the beeps. I actually wanted you to go with, donkey sounds.
Okay. Alright. I don't want donkey sounds in the podcast. I think that's dodgy.
Well, what we might do, we're not going to really have much of a chance to talk about the Game Developers Conference like it probably deserves, so I think we should cover it a bit on the site.
Go for it.
Anyway, whatever.
That time you did something.
I know, I'm so slack. So we're going to go now, and we're going to talk to you. Well, we're going to talk at you. We're not going to talk to you because we don't know who you are.
We know who some of them are.
We know who some of them are.
Yeah. And thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in, anyone who we know or don't. Wow, I shouldn't be allowed to speak.
No.
Alright.
Oh, you're such a f***ing retard. Alright, see ya.
See you guys.